Day one of the federal government stepping in to help with vaccinations in Madison. What the added support means for battling the virus.
Plus, a new health order now in effect. What changes you'll see starting today.
And some much needed rain is on the way to the 608. We're timing that out in the first storm forecast.
This is News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Hope your day is starting off well. I'm Leah Lynchine.
And I'm Chris Stanford. Thanks for joining us. So starting today, if you're outside in public in Dane County, you're no longer required to wear a mask.
That's right. Public Health Order number 15 is now in effect. It gets rid of mask requirements and group gathering limits outside. Indoor gathering limits with masks do remain the same. Bars, restaurants, and gyms will also keep their current capacities.
Health officials say that a steadying trend in new COVID cases and hospitalizations and the vaccines have allowed them to keep reopening the county. As of this morning, 1 in 5 Wisconsinites are fully vaccinated. A third have received at least one dose. However, cases are up over the last few days. The state saw a sharp increase in cases yesterday with nearly 900.
Starting today, it's a lot easier to get your vaccine in Dane County.
Yeah, the Alliant Energy Center is going to become a federally supported mass vaccination site today. Taylor Lazenby is live outside of the Alliant Energy Center with what this means for people looking to get a shot. Hey, Taylor.
Hey, Chris. Hey, Leah. Good morning, guys. That's right. Until today, the local government helped with staffing for vaccination process, and now the federal staffing and support services by FEMA will help support in those efforts. Now, throughout the pandemic, the Alliant Energy Center has been used for testing and more recently for vaccinations. The Alliant Energy Center currently has at least 8 lanes opened for vaccines and about 80 staff working. Now, FEMA will bring in an additional 26 people, meaning that now 3 more lanes get to open up. Thinking about how swamped they've been during the pandemic, Public Health Madison and Dane County knows that this extra help will go a long way.
There was no slowdowns, there were no stoppages. It was car after car after car coming through. So I really think that we were at our capacity.
FEMA being here means not just more staff, but also more shots as well. Instead of 5,600 a week, now we're increasing to about 7,700 a week. Governor Evers' office says the Alliant Energy Center is expected to vaccinate around 1,400 people per day. Now, coming up in the next half hour, we're going to look more about the partnership between FEMA and our local governments here to get more vaccination shots into Wisconsinites' arms. Reporting live at the Alliant Energy Center, Taylor Lazenby, News 3 Now.
Some good news. Taylor, thank you very much. Community members are working with healthcare providers to help get shots into the communities that are showing the lowest vaccine numbers. Local Black-owned barbershops teamed up with the Rebalanced Life Wellness Association to get Black customers vaccinated. Folks with the association say after conducting surveys with their customers, they weren't against getting the vaccine per se, but paranoid of the process due to a history of distrust.
We know what the health disparities are as they relate to Black men. A lot of them are living with 1 and 2 chronic health conditions, yet we're not getting the attention that we need. And so we're just shining the light on those health disparities.
About 100 folks from 3 barbershops around the area signed up to get the Johnson & Johnson shot this week. The association is hoping to host more clinics like this in the near future.
If you're getting a Pfizer vaccine at Walgreens, when you need to go in for your second shot is changing. The drugstore has been giving the second dose a week after federal guidelines suggested. Walgreens says it will change that to meet the CDC's recommendations of 3 weeks between shots. Walgreens patients can have their second doses automatically scheduled when they make an appointment for their first shot. The White House plans to provide guidance for use of vaccination credentials like so-called vaccine passports, but they say that the federal government will not require one.
Government is not now, nor will we be supporting a system that requires Americans to carry a credential. There will be no federal vaccinations database and no federal mandate requiring everyone to obtain a single vaccination credential.
There have been privacy concerns regarding such credentials. Some argue it's a security risk and could lead to discrimination. Press Secretary Jen Psaki, who you just heard from, says the government will simply provide guidance for private companies using them.
6:04 on your Wednesday. Chris Reese is keeping an eye on the radar. Little chance for rain today, Chris.
Yeah, today's going to be the better chance to see those showers of thunderstorms as well, but it doesn't happen until later on. So a lot of us will likely be going to bed to some lightning and thunder rather than experiencing it as we go throughout the day. Right now, most of the shower and thunderstorm activity, that's across the North Woods. Even that is starting to trend just a little bit lighter. We're still dry here throughout southern Wisconsin. Expect us to stay dry for just a while longer, but here we are. Our overall areas of low pressure, they are still just back to our west. You have a stalled out front throughout northern Wisconsin. This is why that's been the area that's gotten the rainfall almost each and every day since this system has been impacting us. But eventually, a cold front starts to work its way towards the east, bringing those areas of low pressure right along with it. We do have cloud cover out there. We're at 56 degrees. So again, it's a mild start. Leave that jacket at home as you head out the door, but I'd say keep the sunglasses. We do have at least a couple rays of sun that are going to filter through that cloud cover at times. Really, it's just the overall mix of sun and clouds, kind of similar to what we saw out there yesterday. Janesville, you're at 54 this morning. Boscobel is at 63. They've been the warm spot. La Crosse at 64. Here's what happens. By 10 o'clock, I expect those temperatures into the mid-60s. We should be into the low 70s by 12, mid-70s by the time we get you towards 4 o'clock. The forecast high today, right around 75 degrees. But here we are. The rain chances really don't increase until later on. It's possible to get isolated showers of thunderstorms before then, but it's right around 9 to 10 o'clock or so that we'll see most of the shower and thunderstorm activity increase from the south and then work its way towards the west. The further south and west you are in Madison, the better chance you have to really get in on a decent amount of rainfall. But we need it because the drought monitor throughout the state of Wisconsin, we are still abnormally dry, and without the rain, our fire conditions continue to remain high around here. But we are going to see multiple days of the rain chances. So the thing is, they're not washouts, but we do have the rain chances almost every day. Through next Tuesday, we'll be cooling down in that first warn forecast as well. Traffic-wise, of course, we are always watching that for you here on News 3 Now this morning. I have not seen any major traffic issues as we have gone through the morning. Of course, there is still the Todd Drive exit. That exit is going to be closed for about 3 weeks. If that impacts you, you're not sure, maybe you're new to town, just go down to Fish Hatchery, exit there. You can use those side roads to get you to where you need to go off of Todd Drive.
All right, thank you much, Chris. Looks good. So we have a winner in the only statewide race on the ballot yesterday for State Superintendent of Public Construction.
Jill Underly will take the job, receiving more than 55% of the vote.
The votes have been counted, and Wisconsinites across the state have elected me to be our next State Superintendent of Public Instruction. I'm honored and humbled by the trust voters have placed in me today, and I'm overcome with gratitude for the incredible support that we've had on this journey.
Voters across the state were given a choice between Pecatonica Superintendent Jill Underly and retired Brown Deer Superintendent Deb Kerr. This is technically a nonpartisan race, but Democrats lined up behind Underly, who also had the backing of the State Teachers Union. Kerr found support from Republicans, including former Governor Scott Walker.
In the state Senate, Republican John Jagler will fill the vacant 13th district seat formerly held by now U.S. Congressman Scott Fitzgerald. 4 candidates were up for this one to represent the district, which covers parts of Dodge, Dane, and Jefferson counties. Democrat Melissa Winkler was challenging him and finished with just under 44% of the vote.
Also on the ballot, 11 city council seats in Madison. One of the most watched races in the 9th district on the city's west side. Longtime incumbent Paul Skidmore, on the council since 2005, will not serve another term. Challenger Nikki Conklin won that race, getting 56% to Skidmore's 44%. Skidmore, you might remember, was accused of using a sexist slur during a meeting last year before an independent review of that meeting was found to be inconclusive. 4 referenda to restructure City Council also up for a vote. Only one of them received approval from voters. Members of the council will now be capped at a maximum of 12 years. Voters rejected referenda to give council members 4-year terms and make the job a full-time position.
Incumbent Dane County Executive Joe Parisi will continue to serve with a decisive 79 to 21% win over challenger Mary Ann Nicholson. Parisi succeeded retiring Kathleen Falk in 2011, and Dane County voters have now elected him 3 times. We'll hear from him on his victory coming up in the next half hour. There were dozens of other races. Results are going to be scrolling on the bottom of your screen. You can also go to channel3000.com for a full searchable list.
New numbers in this morning for how many people voted yesterday. Turnout for spring elections, you might imagine, is typically low, but clerks say they were expecting a higher than normal turnout. The latest update from the Madison city clerk says more than 58,000 ballots had been cast inside the city. That's 30% of registered voters. The Board of Canvassers will meet on Friday to certify those results.
6:10 coming up. We are following some breaking news in Milwaukee this morning where 4 people were shot overnight.
And good morning, everyone. I'm Josh Brighter live on Madison's west side this morning. Ahead in the 608, we're going to show you how you can become a master recycler here in Dane County. That's when we come back. Stick around.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
Rogan's is your one-stop running shoe destination. Count on expert advice, the best fit, and a huge selection of the best name brands. Selection, service, and savings. That's Rogan's.
Selection, service, name brands, and the second pair is half price. Visit online at roganshoes.com.
Freshen the look of your home with a new find from Habitat Restore Dane County. Get great deals on cabinets, appliances, furniture, and building supplies. Visit Habitat Restore today.
Pre-shop the Madison Lighting Spring Sale and save 15% off everyday low prices. Every brand, every ceiling fan, every home accent. Pre-shop for low prices on visual comfort and generation brands, including Feist, Ellen DeGeneres, Ralph Lauren, Aaron Lauder, and many more. Check them out on social media. Find inspiration and shop the website or shop Madison Lighting Showroom on Watts Road, Madison.
From working out to catching up. And of course, game night. Your home is the foundation for all of life's awesome moments. This is Tom Coyle. My family and I say thank you. We're proud to be a part of this community for 76 years. During our anniversary event, standard carpet installation is just $76. Carpet one room or your whole house and we'll install it for only $76. Coyle Carpet One Floor and Home, locally owned and operated since 1945.
The Monona Terrace Convention Center is your remodeling store. Shop, compare, and save big. Admission is free this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, only at the Monona Terrace Convention Center.
Americans have been cutting the lawn for 100 years, but with TurfBot's mowing service, the future of mowing is now. Our quiet, all-electric robotic mowers work around the clock to keep your lawn trimmed 24/7. That means less time spent mowing and more time spent enjoying. Equipped with LED headlights, auto-stop sensors, and anti-theft GPS devices, our mowers run safely with no supervision. Come home to a freshly mowed lawn every day for as little as $24 a week. Call today to request your free demo or get a quote. TurfBot.
Rogan's is your one-stop walking shoe destination. Count on expert advice, the best fit, and a huge selection of the best name brands. Selection, service, and savings. That's Rogan's.
Selection, service, name brands, and the second pair is half price. Visit online at roganshoes.com.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
Tips for scoring a COVID vaccination. Thursday at 10.
6:13 now. We are following news developing out of Milwaukee this morning where 2 people are dead and another 2 are in the hospital after an overnight shooting. Our news partners in Milwaukee say 4 people were shot at a Citgo gas station. A 20-year-old woman and a 30-year-old man have died. 2 others are being treated for their injuries and are expected to survive. No suspects are in custody right now. We're going to continue to follow this story as we get updates out of Milwaukee throughout the morning. We will update you with the latest. Investigations continue this morning after an active duty sailor opened fire inside a military storage facility in Frederick, Maryland. He injured 2 fellow sailors before heading to Fort Detrick, where he was shot and killed. Police identified the gunman as 38-year-old Fontuan Woldensbet. They did not give any motive for that shooting.
The trial for the former Minneapolis police officer charged with the death of George Floyd will resume this morning. Yesterday's testimony focused on the restraint that Derek Chauvin used during the arrest. More officers came forward to testify against him and his actions the day he pinned George Floyd to the pavement for 9.5 minutes. Now, records and court testimony show Shaman received extensive training on the appropriate use of neck restraints. One instructor told the jury Minneapolis police are taught to stay away from the neck when possible and to restrain with the knee on the back or shoulder if necessary. Another use of force expert testified that Chauvin's actions were excessive.
Once he was placed in the prone position on the ground, they should have slowed down or stopped their force as well.
A total of 9 Minneapolis police officers have now testified against Chauvin, swearing under oath that he went too far. Today, some of the officers who were called to testify yesterday will reappear on the stand for further questioning and cross-examination.
Roads are back open this morning in Mount Horeb after a big water main break in that city. Police say it happened last night, partially flooding an area just off of Main Street. The public had been asked to avoid the area. We asked Dane County Dispatch this morning if it's still active. Officers say things should be cleared up for your morning drive.
Good news. A state of emergency still in effect across the state because of the high risk of wildfires. According to the DNR, conditions are improving, but only slightly. Earlier this week, the whole state was in the very high category. Some rain, we did get a little bit of rain, helped the northern part of the state, but southern Wisconsin remains in the high category this morning. Because 98% of all the fires in the state are caused by people, officials are asking you for your help to prevent them.
Because we do at times become complacent as a society, think, you know, it won't happen to me. And as I often say, we have to be pessimistic. We have to prepare for the worst and hope for the best.
So far this year, the DNR has recorded more than 320 fires, burning nearly 1,500 acres. That's already close to passing last year's total for the entire year of just over 1,600 acres burned. 6:16, Chris Reese here now with a look at your first warned weather. And part of the reason the fire danger is so high, Chris, is because of the high temperatures.
Yeah, warm temperatures really do drive fire risk, especially when you combine that with wind and temperatures that are a lot warmer than where you typically would be for the time of the year. That's been the case for us lately. In fact, yesterday, some spots made it to 80. Milwaukee had a high of 81, 82 for Kenosha. Janesville made it to 81 as well. Same for Watertown at 80, 81 in Lone Rock, Boscobel at 83. These are temperatures that are right out of June and July. Even though it could be a lot worse, it's just been warm. Madison, we were just shy of 80 at 79. We've been warm throughout the eastern part of the country as a whole, as a ridge of high pressure in the south and east has really stood strong. But now some cooler air is working its way on in. Not only will we see the cooler air, but that cooler air is going to be bringing the rain chances here to southern Wisconsin as well. Temperatures, our average high is increasing. It's at 55 now. It'll be closer to 60 by the end of the next 10 days. But you see our high temperatures, they're going to be trending down into the 50s. That being said, we're going to be watching these rain chances closely. They'll be coming our way, especially tonight and into your Thursday.
Mr. Reese, thanks for tracking that for us.
My pleasure.
6:17 now. We are highlighting a brand new program in the 608 this morning. A local nonprofit working to step up recycling efforts in our area.
Josh Sprider is live this morning on this new program that could do a whole lot of good. Hey, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, we're live in this West Side neighborhood just off of High Point Road here in Madison, where it is collection day. You can see all of the bins on the streets. The city of Madison, they reached out to me. They wanted me to do a story on this local woman for her efforts in trying to educate and promote recycling here in Dane County. So this morning we're going to introduce you to Claire Alekshak. She is the executive director of Sustain Dane, a vital nonprofit organization here in Dane County. They do a lot of work leading businesses towards sustainability practices. Sustain Dane has been around since 1999, but starting today, they're launching a new Master Recycler program. The goal is to get people trained up to become masterful at recycling and then go out and share that knowledge with their own communities.
We partnered up with the Carton Council and the City of Madison to put together a program to help people become experts and become teachers and enthusiasts so that we can spread recycling practices and knowledge and increase our recycling rate and decreasing our contamination.
Sustain Dane will be holding 2 listening sessions where you can learn the ins and outs of the local recycling system and get your recycling questions answered. The first one kicks off today. That one is already full, unfortunately, but you do have another opportunity to be part of the next session, which is taking place in July. All you have to do is go to channel3000.com and we'll link you to more information right there. Now back out here live on Madison's west side this morning, the big takeaway here and why they're doing this is almost 18.9% of what we are recycling should not be there. That means almost a fifth of one of these green carts is stuff that should not be recycled. And when you think of all of the carts here lining our streets in Madison, that is a lot of stuff that we are recycling that shouldn't be, and vice versa. We're throwing away a lot of stuff that should be recycled. So there's a big takeaway here. And coming up in our next half hour, we're going to hear more from the city of Madison on why this organization and this new program to teach people a little bit more of the ways of recycling is so important here in Dane County, guys.
You know, Josh, I think this is really interesting because at my house, the recycling bin always gets filled the fastest because, you know, it comes every 2 weeks. And I know I'm probably trying to recycle stuff that I probably shouldn't. So I think this is some really good information for a community out there who's got, you know, the Earth's best interest at heart.
Yeah, I'm the same way, Chris. You know, there's a lot of things I have questions on, and I'm always kind of that way. Well, hey, if it probably can be recycled, I'm just going to throw it in that bin because I'm trying to be green. But they say a lot of that stuff, you need to make sure that you're separating it right because these machines can't handle some of the stuff that you're putting in there, and then they go through damage and they have to replace them. So there's a lot of stuff we can learn. So I'm excited to see where this program takes this. And, you know, these people can go out and spread all of this information in our communities and make Madison and Dane County an even greener place.
There you go. I'm excited about it too. Josh Breider, thanks a lot, buddy.
Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. You can find him on social media or give him an email at inthe608@wisctv.com.
All right, coming up after the break, it has earbuds, lights, a microphone. It might even keep you safe from COVID. It's a new luxury mask going on sale tomorrow.
And coming up in our next half hour, what activities Dr. Fauci says are to blame for the spread of COVID in kids. Stay with us.
With a nursing degree, helping others went from a job to a career.
Get the new mattress of your dreams for less during the spring semi-annual sale at Ashley Home Store. Doorbusters are up to 65% off. Get a Tempur-Pedic Queen for as low as $30 a month. And free delivery within 5 days on in-stock beds. Ashley Home Store.
Cobeson Buses, now hiring.
Working with Cobeson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. If you do need time off, they work around you. They definitely try to make it a company that's based for you.
Visit Cobeson.com to apply.
Do you struggle to open or close your windows? Are they drafty or leaky? Are you constantly adjusting your thermostat only to have your energy bill skyrocket? If you're nodding your head yes, Renewal by Andersen is your best solution. They custom build and install weather-tight replacement windows and back them with a generous, fully transferable limited warranty.
Call now to schedule your free design consultation. Plus, take advantage of this limited time offer with incredible savings and attractive financing. Don't miss out. Call Renewal by Andersen today.
Goldman Cars is breaking into spring with huge savings. You can get a 2016 or 17 Ford Escape starting at $10,995 or $175 per month.
That's right. You can buy a 2016 or 17 Ford Escape only for $10,995 or $175 per month.
Don't miss out on these huge spring deals with over 500 vehicles in stock.
So just hurry in today and ask for my sister, Crystal the Pistol Gobin.
Or my brother, Dealing Donovan Gobin.
You gotta go to Gobin, GobinCars.com.
Buying your first home is the start of realizing bigger dreams with your family. That's why it's important to protect everything you love with American Family Insurance. Wait, what's that?
It's their dream car.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's actually my dream car. And my little dream tire swing with some dream trees. There'd be a nice dream garden right here, too.
Protect your dream home with American Family Insurance.
Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Medical bills, missed time at work, life-changing injuries, household expenses. When you're the victim of an accident, it can feel like the weight of the entire world is on your shoulders. But we've dedicated our personal injury law firm to help take this crippling burden off your back. Habish, Habish & Rotier. We fight for what's right.
Cobeson Buses, now hiring.
After we backed that bus out of its stall and started driving, I just loved it. We really get a chance to get to know each other. Almost everyone has a different story about how they came to bus driving, so you really end up feeling like you're part of a family.
Visit Cobeson.com to apply.
Ashley Home Store's Spring Semi-Annual Sale is on now. Our hottest looks of the season are on sale now, including doorbusters like these. Plus, no interest for 3 years. And a bonus 10% off our sale prices at checkout. Now at Ashley Home Store.
All right, trending this morning, rapper will.i.am is hoping people will want to make a statement with his new $300 face mask.
Check this thing out.
Whoa.
Okay. So it's called the Super Mask, spelled with an X. It's got dual 3-speed fans, air filters, Bluetooth, LED day glow lights. It also has noise-canceling audio, microphone capabilities, 7 hours of battery life, and an earbud docking system. $300. The high-tech face gear has been approved by the FDA for emergency use, too. The mask is set to be released on supermask.com tomorrow.
Do you know how many camping products I could purchase for $300? Ring up REI. Frankly, not a lot, but definitely more than just one mask.
Do you think these will be popular, though?
I don't. I really don't.
We were talking about this earlier.
There will be a wait list to buy these.
No.
Yes.
No.
I bet they'll be impossible to order tomorw.
Who needs LED face glow lights or whatever?
You know, if you want a pandemic in style, that's what's going on. No, we talked about this earlier, though. I said, you know, here in Dane County, you don't even need a mask outside anymore. And outside is probably where most folks would wear it, taking a walk or something. But I think it's interesting.
It is interesting. I'll give you that. We will see. We will report back. Folks, stay with us. Another half hour coming up after the break.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Herzing University empowers you to earn the skills you need for all kinds of healthcare careers. Right now, we'll even waive your enrollment fee. Your nation needs healthcare workers. Join the movement at Herzing University. Call or click today.
I do all my shoe shopping at Rogan to choose from the huge selection and save. Plus, I can get my second pair half price now or save my receipt and get my second pair later. Rogan's makes saving easy.
Selection, service, name brands, and the second pair is half price. Visit online at roganshoes.com.
There's been much debate about the Mona Lisa smile. Would it have been bigger and brighter if she'd had good dental care? Maybe if Physicians Mutual Insurance Company had been around back then, it'd be a different story. She could have gone to the dentist more, knowing she'd have help paying the bills. And those regular checkups might have found early signs of tooth decay or gum disease, costly problems that could keep anyone from smiling. Physicians Mutual offers affordable coverage that can help pay for cleanings and unexpected or expensive procedures you might need, like crowns or dentures. This is real dental insurance, not just a discount plan or for checkups only. There are no deductibles, and there's no annual maximum. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Call or go online today for a free information kit from Physicians Mutual. Get the dental care you need to help you stay healthy. For your free information kit with all the details, call us now or go to sendinfokit.com.
It's replacement window season, and Champion Comfort 365 windows are buy two, get two free.
Replacing the windows, it made our home more comfortable and more functional.
Buy two, get two free. Call now or download our free buyer's guide at getchampionwindows.com.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Step 1, build a new breed. Make it an SUV. Send it off-road. Send it to Baja. Then evolve, enhance, expand. Make it capable, smart, human. And then make more. Because the only way to predict the future is to build it. And the only way to build it is Ford proud. Now get an adventure-ready 2021 Explorer for just $399 a month. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Rogan Rogan's is your one-stop running shoe destination. Count on expert advice, the best fit, and a huge selection of the best name brands. Selection, service, and savings. That's Rogan's.
Selection, service, name brands, and the second pair is half price. Visit online at roganshoes.com.
If a nurse is what you want to be, let Herzing University make it possible in lots of different ways. We'll even waive your enrollment fee. Be exactly the nurse you want to be. I'm possible at Herzing. Call or click today.
Right now, we know who will be the state's next top education leader. We'll share that latest spring election result.
Another warm day as you are headed out the door, but do we get as warm as yesterday? We'll have the answer in the First Warn forecast.
This is News 3 Now this morning.
Good Wednesday morning, everybody. Thanks for waking up with us. We start with some developing news out of Milwaukee overnight.
Just a few hours ago, 4 people were shot. Authorities say 2 of them are dead. Our news partners in Milwaukee say that the shooting happened at a gas station. A 20-year-old female and a 30-year-old male are dead. 2 others are being treated for injuries at an area hospital. Police say they do not have a suspect in custody. We'll continue to follow this story for developments, and you can check for updates at channel3000.com. The results are in for everything up for a vote in Wisconsin's spring election.
Ballots, of course, different depending on where you live, but everyone had the chance to vote for Wisconsin's next state superintendent of public instruction. With nearly 58% of the vote, Pecatonica Superintendent Jill Underly beat former Brown Deer Superintendent Deb Kerr. While this is technically a nonpartisan position, Underly is considered the more liberal candidate.
As we emerge from the pandemic and rebuild and recover, we'll continue to do so together as a community.
Dane County Executive Joe Parisi there. He easily won re-election last night with 79% of the votes.
And Madison voters approving only 1 of 4 referenda on their ballot for city council. The overwhelming majority approved placing 12-year term limits on council members. The other referenda that did not pass, changes to the size of the council and turning members into full-time city employees. We will continue to share results from last night throughout the morning, but you can also find a full breakdown of the results by heading over to our website, channel3000.com, and clicking on the election results tab at the top.
Another big story starting today. You no longer have to wear a mask while gathering with people outside in Dane County. That's just one of several new public health changes going into effect today. Emergency Order 15 from Public Health Madison Dane County removes the outdoor face covering requirement and removes limits on how many people can get together outside. Indoor gathering limits stay the same with a max of 150 people when food or drink are served. Self-service food stations like salad bars and buffets are once again allowed to open up. The new order expires on May 5th. Well, it became a lot easier to sign up for a COVID vaccine this week, and now it is going to get a lot easier to get one in Dane County.
That's right. It's all thanks to a new designation for the Alliant Energy Center as a federal mass vaccination site. Taylor Lazenby is live there to explain what this means for you and your family if you're looking for your shot. Good morning, Taylor.
Good morning, Leah and Chris. During our time here this morning, now we're starting to see a couple people trickle in and get their spot in line. But right now, at least 43% of Dane County residents have at least 1 dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. Now, the hope is with this mass distribution of the vaccine, more people will be able to get it faster. Now, starting today, the Alliant Energy Center vaccination site will grow from 8 lanes to now 11. The federal government is also sending 26 more people to assist with the 80 people distributing vaccines already. Now, public health officials hope to increase in the resources will help more people in Dane County book those vaccine appointments to be closer to home.
It may be a little bit more difficult in Dane County at this point in time to get an invite. However, I would think that in the next couple of weeks, you're going to see that loosen up a little bit.
Hey guys, well, more more resources also mean more supply. The county is getting 7,700 vaccine doses every week. A short time ago, the county saw about 5,600 per week. Now, public health officials say don't get discouraged or struggle if you are still waiting for your vaccine appointment. They say to be patient, and they will get them up, of course, as soon as possible. And we have more resources on how it's working here at Alliant Energy Center and how you can best set up your vaccination appointment. That's on our website at channel3000.com. For News 3, I'm Taylor Lazenby.
Taylor Lazenby, thank you. COVID-19 numbers are inching up across the U.S., even as millions are getting vaccinated against it every day. Experts say it's a race against variants of the virus. About a third of all Americans, 108 million people, have already received a single dose. President Biden now moving up the eligibility deadline for all adults to get vaccinated to April 19th. The White House had previously set an eligibility deadline of May 1st.
Virus is spreading because we have too many people who, seeing the end in sight, think we're at the finish line already.
The change comes as coronavirus variants continue to spread. 9 states recently reported at least a 20% increase in cases. The U.S. has recorded more than 30 million confirmed COVID cases to date and over 555,000 deaths.
6:35 on your Wednesday. Chris Reese is keeping track of the temperatures today. Not bad, Chris, but not quite yesterday's.
Not quite yesterday. Temperatures are going to be just a touch cooler than yesterday. For a lot of areas, yesterday you made it into the 80s. Today, I don't suspect much in the way of 80s, but still some mid, maybe some upper 70s will be in play. We're starting things out into the 50s. Yesterday at this point, our temperature was 60, so we're about 4 degrees cooler. 54 in Janesville right now, 57 for Mineral Point. Basketball, that warm spot, is at 63 this morning. In Madison, we're at 56. We see more cloud cover out there, but we're also seeing some of that sun filter through that cloud cover. That's the theme as we go throughout the day before we eventually start to see those showers and thunderstorms come our way. The better chance of that happens afternoon, likely even after 4 o'clock. So if you're headed out the door, you can grab the umbrella just to have it handy, but odds are you will not use that until much later in the day. Here's high resolution radar right now. Southern Wisconsin, it's quiet as it has been, mainly other than our one rumble of thunder that we heard yesterday morning. Most of the shower and thunderstorm activity is across northern Wisconsin. The reason for that, our overall system is still back towards the west. A stationary front out ahead of that, that's what goes through northern Wisconsin. So a lot of your showers and thunderstorms, they're going to be riding along with that until this area of low pressure starts to work its way towards the east. Once it works its way towards the east, then we really start to experience our chances for showers and thunderstorms. This is 1 o'clock today. Temperatures are into the lower 70s. We'll top out around 75. Here's 10 o'clock. We start to see these showers arriving from the south at this point. They're going to be off and on showers overnight into tomorrow. This is tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. A couple of showers will be around. And you see how we just keep these rounds of showers going throughout Thursday and into Friday as well. It's these round of showers that give us the overall best chance of rain as things begin to add up. But it all depends on where you are. The models are going to jump around all day long on where they put that heaviest axis of rain. But my confidence is between Madison over towards Boscobel and Platteville, the further west you are there, that's where you have the better chance for the repeaters in terms of those showers. So your rainfall numbers will add up compared to everywhere else. We'll see multiple rain chances, though, not just through Friday, but perhaps even Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday and Tuesday next week. As a similar system comes our way, that time it'll be much cooler. Highs by Tuesday will only be into the 40s. Of course, we're always watching traffic for you here in the First Warren Weather Center. No major issues are showing up, but I'm going to point this one out again. It's the second day in a row that this Todd Drive exit has been closed. It's going to be closed for 3 weeks. You've got a couple options if you need to get to Todd Drive. You can exit at Fish Hatchery and take those back roads over to Todd Drive, or you can go down to Seminole Highway and then take that back road over to Todd Drive. Just a couple of options for you as we go through the next 3 weeks while they work on that flex lane for the Beltline.
All right, thanks for the heads up, Chris. 6:38 now. A 22-year-old man is dead this morning following a crash in rural Dane County. Dane County Sheriff Lieutenant Chris Larsh says the crash happened a little before 5 o'clock yesterday afternoon at Highway PD and J. That's right in between Mount Horeb and Verona near the township of Springdale. A 17-year-old woman was driving east on PD when she made a sudden shift into the opposite lane to avoid a car that had slowed down in front of her. The man who died was riding his motorcycle in the other lane and was hit head-on. The Dane County Medical Examiner hasn't released the name of the victim.
New developments in a story we've been following all week. Madison police say no charges will be filed against the driver who hit and killed a pedestrian over the weekend. Officials say the victim was crossing East Washington Avenue near the Hy-Vee there Saturday night during a green light. 2 witnesses told police they didn't see the pedestrian before the car hit them. Police say the driver stayed on the scene and did cooperate with investigators. The victim identified as 37-year-old Ashley Cameron Taylor.
The U.S. Capitol police officer killed in last week's attack at the building will lie in honor at the Capitol's Rotunda next week. Officer William Evans died Friday after a man rammed a vehicle into a barricade at the Capitol. Lying in honor at the Capitol is the civilian equivalent of lying in state, which is reserved only for government and military officials. It's a rare honor that was last given to Brian Sicknick, the Capitol police officer killed in January's riot. More local news now. A Janesville man now facing federal charges for being a part of that Capitol riot. According to a criminal complaint, Michael Fitzgerald was recorded on security footage forcing his way into the building. It says that he stayed in the Capitol for about 40 minutes. The FBI says a tipster identified him based on a public posting asking for help.
6:40 on your Wednesday. Chris Reese is talking about a bit of a cooler day in store for us, but still some chances for some rain, maybe some thunder showers this afternoon. We'll check in with him after the break.
And good morning, everyone. I'm Josh Ryder live on Madison's west side this morning. City of Madison officials say 1/5 of what we're putting in our green recycling carts right now shouldn't be there. And we're going to highlight a new program here in Madison that we're going to highlight in the 608 and why it's so important here in our community when we come back.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
Rest comfortably with brands you can trust at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Create a unique and stylish room with made-in-the-USA products from companies like Smith Brothers of Bern. Select from a wide variety of sofas at a great price.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
For over 25 years, Fry Construction has provided excellence in home improvements. We strive to exceed the expectations of our clients with each and every project we do. Respected by so many of your neighbors and voted best of Madison, Fry Construction delivers lasting quality for your home. In honor of our 25 years, we're offering 25% off gutters or insulation with any full roof project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
When it's time to refresh your space, you know it. Replace that old carpet or vinyl with renewable, recyclable flooring. Easy care tile that looks amazing. Soft carpet that holds stains on the surface for fast cleanup. Is it time for new flooring? Pre-shop our Refresh Your Space event and save up to $1,000 plus get special financing for up to 36 months. Come see us at H&R Carpets and Flooring in Wanakee.
Here's to the guy with the tree in his kitchen who can't talk right now because his elderly neighbor needs help. Here's to the generator in the middle of the street with extension cords running to 4 different houses. Here's to the countless acts of kindness that helped the Midwest recover from one of the worst storms in recorded history. You've given a whole new meaning to the term silver lining. The worst brings out our best.
Let the design team at Wanakee Furniture ETC help you find your inspiration and transform your room. Every style, every budget, our creativity, passion, and expertise will help you design your dream space.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
Tonight on CBS, strength and endurance prevail on an all-new night of television, beginning with Tough as Nails at 7, SEAL Team at 8. Then at 9, the team works together to hunt down a dangerous band of mercenaries hired by a wealthy CEO trying to leave the country before being arrested for running a massive Ponzi scheme on SWAT. Followed by News 3 Now at 10, the latest news and weather you need to have before you go to sleep tonight.
6:43, we're back. We are highlighting a brand new program in the 608 this morning as a local nonprofit is hoping to step up everyone's recycling efforts in the area.
We love this story. Josh Breiter is live in Madison to teach us a little recycling lesson. Good morning, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, we're live on the west side this morning, just off of High Point Road. And if you've ever had any questions about what you can and cannot recycle, you're certainly not alone. And a lot of what we're putting in these bins is not supposed to be there. That's why there's a local nonprofit that is trying to step up and teach the community on those recycling efforts. Last half hour, we introduced you to Claire Alekshak. She is the executive director of Sustain Dane, a nonprofit organization that helps lead businesses towards sustainability practices. Well, today, Sustain Dane is launching a brand new master recycler program. And here's an example as to why they're doing this. Right now, the city of Madison's recycling is 18.9% trash, meaning a fifth of what we're putting into our green recycling carts shouldn't be there. Brian Johnson with the city of Madison says it was a no-brainer for them to partner with Sustain Dane and the Carton Council so we can help drive that number down.
With the more people that are involved, the more voices we can get out there into the communities and make them expertise to drive this number down and also get some of that recyclables that winds up in our trash out and kind of just help better management of our waste, because unfortunately it kind of comes down to us. It comes down to us on the back end. How do we deal with this stuff the right way?
Johnson says we have to stay on top of the latest recycling information because of the way packaging has changed and adapted over the years. There's so much more to know than there was even just a decade ago. The city is available to answer questions anytime, and they encourage you to contact them. As far as this Master Recycler program, it does kick off today with the first listening session, and that one's actually full. They're pretty excited. There's been a lot of people really interested in this new program, so this first one is full, but if you are interested, there is another opportunity for you to check out the one that's happening in July. Just go to this story in the 608 tab on channel3000.com and we'll have all the information and link you right to that website. Guys, I think this is an incredible story. It's very Madison, right? We live in a very green community, but we can always be better. And when you think of a fifth of what we're putting in our green recycling carts right now shouldn't be there, that's pretty drastic, especially when you think of all of the recycling carts across the city.
I mean, the proof is in the pudding, right? This first master class already full. Josh, are they saying that this is really, really popular?
Yeah, it's been really, really popular. They didn't really know what to expect for this so far. You know, they filled that up right away, and I think they're going to try and open it up for more people the second time because there's been such an interest in this. So it'll be really cool to see what happens here in the coming months.
Very cool. We love learning. Josh Breiter, thank you very much.
I think that says a lot. We really do. So remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Hit him up on social media or email him in the 608 at WICTV.com. Someone decided that the best way to spend almost $40,000 was on a locket that included some strands of George Washington's hair.
What? Leland's Auction House says the multiple strands have been stored in a handmade brass and glass locket for years. They're believed to have been removed from Washington's head close to or after his death in 1799. The bidding started at $1,000 in February. 45 bids later, the price rose to, I can't ask you two to guess because you're looking at the prompter, $39,000. Oh my goodness.
That's it's a weird thing to purchase. It's hair. It's like old human hair that's, you know, over 200 years old.
Chris is a little freaked out. I will ask you this, Mr. Stanford. What would you spend $39,000 on? That's frivolous. Can't be like a house or a college degree. It's got to be like something really weird.
Something weird?
Yeah.
I don't know, like a really, like an Aaron Rodgers game-worn jersey.
Ew.
With grass stains and like sweat, like a really grungy old Aaron Rodgers jersey that he wore.
I can smell it now.
40 grand, easy spent, easy money.
Mr. Reese, same question to you.
Say that again.
What would you spend $40,000 on? That's kind of weird.
Can I say an operation?
What?
I don't know.
It's got to be like weird, like a
really weird,
freaky pastime.
Yeah, I don't have an instrument, maybe.
You don't collect old people's hair in lockets?
No, nor do I go up to them as they're about to die and say, oh, I just need to grab this sample real quick. I'm going to sell it in 400 years. No, I don't know. That's hard for me to think about because I've never been like, you know, when there's this famous musician or something and it's like, get a lock of their hair. I'm like, first of all, that's disgusting.
It is gross.
So,
it is gross.
It's not me.
I'm not a big fan of that. Mr. Reese, I would get a kayak, a $40,000 kayak, because you have a pretty nice forecast on tap. Well, it's not too bad.
It's not terrible. It's actually quite good. Temperatures yesterday have been the talk of the town, especially with those temperatures up around 80 degrees or in the 80s for a lot of spots. 81 for Lone Rock, Boscobel at 83, Madison hit 79. The thing is, a lot of this truly warm air, it's getting ready to go by the wayside, and so we're about to flip patterns to seeing cooler than normal temperatures for the next couple of weeks. The good news, because we need it, is that with these cooler than normal temperatures, we will see more chances for the showers of thunderstorms. So we're going to be watching those chances today. They're going to roll in later on this afternoon and evening.
So hold off on the kayaking for now.
Just for now.
All right. Mr. Reese, thank you very much. Coming up in the morning sprint, new universities are saying students have to get vaccinated before the fall.
But first, we want to say happy birthday to Eldon.
Aw.
And all the kiddos turning 3 today. Thanks for celebrating with us.
Guys from Highland. Little cuties.
Coast 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Get the Barnes 4-Step Lawn Care Program by scheduling a free consultation with a Barnes licensed lawn care professional. From planting to pruning, seeding to sodding, mowing to mulching, and everything in between. Barnes since 1981. Get started today at barnesinc.net.
Get the new mattress of your dreams for less during the spring semi-annual sale at Ashley Home Store. Doorbusters are up to 65% off. Get a Tempur-Pedic Queen for as low as $30 a month. And free delivery within 5 days on in-stock beds. Ashley Home Store.
I think the biggest thing that Gruber Law Offices did was put me at ease, knowing that I had somebody on my side.
I felt that they were concerned about me.
They called me to ask me how I feel, how's everything going.
They didn't just care about what was going on with my case, but they actually cared about me as a person, what was going on with me, what was going on with my children.
At the end of the whole process, you felt like part of the family. It was one of the best decisions we made.
One call, that's all.
From working out to catching up, and of course, game night. Your home is the foundation for all of life's awesome moments. This is Tom Coyle. My family and I say thank you. We're proud to be a part of this community for 76 years. During our anniversary event, standard carpet installation is just $76. Carpet one room or your whole house, and we'll install it for only $76. Coyle Carpet One Floor and Home, locally owned and operated since 1945.
Pre-shop the Madison Lighting Spring Sale and save 15% off everyday low prices. Every brand, every ceiling fan, every home accent. Pre-shop for low prices on visual comfort and generation brands, including Feist, Ellen DeGeneres, Ralph Lauren, Aaron Lauder, and many more. Check them out on social media. Find inspiration and shop the website, or shop Madison Lighting Showroom on Watts Road, Madison.
Wisconsin is a home of workers. We know what needs to get done, and we do it. Yet, we've been hit hard, some harder than others. Our contact may be limited, but we still can lift each other up. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we want you to know we're here to help.
Ashley Home Store's spring semi-annual sale is on now. Our hottest looks of the season are on sale now, including doorbusters like these, plus no interest for 3 years, and a bonus 10% off our sale prices at checkout, now at Ashley Home Store.
Get the Barnes 4-Step Lawn Care Program by scheduling a free consultation with a Barnes licensed lawn care professional. From planting to pruning, seeding to sodding, mowing to mulching, and everything in between. Barnes since 1981. Get started today at barnesinc.net.
Edgewood College graduate degrees. Bring it.
6:53, time for the morning sprint.
We start with the latest spring election results. The biggest race for State Superintendent of Public Instruction. Pecatonica Superintendent Jill Underly will take the state's top education position. She beat out retired Brown Deer Superintendent Deb Kerr for the spot. You can find a breakdown of all of the races and their outcomes over on our Channel 3000 mobile app.
2 people are dead, 2 others injured after a shooting at a Milwaukee gas station overnight. Our news partners in Milwaukee tell us a 20-year-old woman and a 30-year-old man were both killed. The others were transported to a local hospital where they're expected to survive.
A new public health order goes into effect today in Dane County. Emergency Order 15 removes the outdoor face covering requirement. It also removes limits on how many people can get together outside. Self-service food stations like salad bars and buffets also allowed to reopen. This new order expires on May 5th.
An active duty sailor opened fire inside of a military storage facility in Frederick, Maryland yesterday, then shooting and injuring 2 fellow sailors and heading back to Fort Detrick where he was shot and killed. Police have identified the gunman as 38-year-old Fantahan Woldensbet. They did not give the motive for a shooting.
The U.S. Capitol police officer killed in last week's attack at the building will lie in honor in the Capitol Rotunda next week. Officer William Evans died Friday after a man rammed a vehicle into a barricade at the Capitol. Lying in honor is the civilian equivalent of lying in state, which is reserved for only government and military officials. It's a rare honor that was last given to Brian Sicknick, the Capitol police officer killed in the January 6th riot.
A possible witness in the Derek Chauvin trial is trying to invoke his Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination if he's called to testify. Hennepin County Judge Peter Cahill is deferring a decision to throw out a subpoena against Maurice Hall. Hall was with Floyd the night he died. Hall's lawyer argues Hall could open himself up to a third-degree murder charge if he testifies. Attorneys have until tomorrow to prepare sample questions for Hall's attorney to consider. 2 more universities are joining the list of schools requiring students get vaccinated. Both Brown University in Providence, Rhode Island, and Northeastern University in Boston announced this week that they will require all students to be fully vaccinated against COVID. Brown University is planning to return to mostly in-person operations when the fall semester begins. Northeastern is also planning to be fully reopened by the fall. Here in Madison, UW is strongly encouraging students get vaccinated, but they're not requiring it.
Dr. Anthony Fauci says COVID-19 is spreading among kids in team sports more than in classrooms. Speaking to Good Morning America yesterday, Dr. Fauci said when you track cases in schools, they frequently come from sports. He says that's because kids on sports teams are spending more time together. Masks are also frequently not worn while they're playing.
We're at 57 degrees in Madison right now. A little bit of sunshine, a little bit of cloud cover as well. Temperatures will warm up very well as we go throughout today, but still, they won't be as warm as what we saw yesterday. It'll be close, but no cigar. We're in the 50s as you head out the door right now, and we're dry, but those showers and thunderstorms do persist for northern Wisconsin. We top out at 75 today. We'll see those showers and thunderstorms really starting to increase later on tonight through Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, parts of next week.
Have a great day, folks. We'll see you tomorrow.